Hey, welcome to the next video that we're focusing on the wedges. As you can see, I'm in the middle of my nightly routine. I've done traction, I've done wobble, and now I'm laying on my rolls, but we're going to address the hips. If you've been given recommendations on the hip wedges, then here they are.
So in the booklet on page 9, right below the head weights, there's two configurations, one where we're addressing the left hip and one where we're addressing the right hip. Now in this booklet, if you have those recommendations, I've already circled it for you so you know exactly which one you're doing. Obviously the one that's circled is the one that you're doing. There's a picture in this booklet. It's a little hard to see because of the black wedges and the black table, but we're gonna show you today how to actually put that in. So let's do a left hip. So the left hip is going to be high in this example. So when we're putting the wedges underneath, you want to have them when the left hip is being addressed. The left hip is going to be the high hip. It's going to be stuck under, and it's going to be at a 45-degree angle. So it's kind of facing my opposite knee, and so it's facing this direction right in here. The other one is going to come up underneath the right side. So this one's actually above my butt. This one's below my butt. And they're actually just going to face each other right in there. So it kind of looks like this. So that left wedge is going to be up underneath, facing his opposite knee here. The right wedge is going to come underneath this way, and they're going to be facing each other just like that. So if you draw an imaginary line, they'll be facing each other. This one's kind of facing the rib cage. This one's facing the knee right there. Now you will still have the rolls underneath you, so you'll have all four things underneath you at the same time for that 15-minute time frame.
You'll have a giant bed full of foam. Now, common troubleshooting mistakes. People put them in way too far underneath. That's going to be painful for you. And so the other common mistakes is they'll have them straight instead of angled. So just make sure, and if you have questions on those, ask. Obviously, if you're doing a right hip, you're going to just go ahead and show that.
Yep. So if you're doing a right hip, basically it's just going to be flip-flopped. So instead of the left being high, the right is now going to be high. So this side is then going to become the right hip high above my butt, and then the left hip low. Same direction, facing each other. One towards the shoulder, this one towards the opposite knee. So this one now becomes the high side. This one then becomes the low side. Just like that.
Most of you will be doing one of those two configurations. There is a third that you might possibly be recommended, and that's to work on the curve in the lower back. Why don't you show that third one? Again, only do what you've been shown to do.
Okay, so the last one, we're going to take both wedges and we're actually going to lay on them like this. And so when he's laying down, both of them are going to be placed like this so that the high portion of the wedge is towards the foot. And we're actually going to lay underneath them. And so just like this, what to do behind my back. They're going to be just like this, right in the middle right there. And so you don't really need to worry about angling them. These ones are actually going to be straight up and down. So you want to put them in? Kind of.
Yep. So you'll take them. The wedges are pointed up towards me. You'll lift your pelvis off the floor and they go right underneath your butt cheeks.
That's it.
A small roll will be in, the big roll will be in. Use them at the same time. Again, there's going to be more pressure and a bigger correction if you straighten your legs. Be less pressure if you have your legs bent. Those are your wedges and your rolls. It's time for me to take a snooze. You got anything else to add?
I'm good.
Great job. Next video.